Hello, today we're closing the books on the year 2024 and we will talk about what is in store for us in the year 2025. As of December 17, 2024, the stock market returns for the past 12 months has been as follows. The Standard & Poor's 500 over 29%, the NASDAQ over 35%, the Dow 30 over 18%, the Russell 2000 over 19%, and the Canadian index over 23%. My own portfolio is about 50% the Standard & Poor's 500 and about 50% the Canadian index. So overall, that's about 26%, which is not bad. I'm just popping my champagne and drinking a glass right after this video. And unless something unexpected happens in the remaining days of the year, I think stock market investors will think of 2024 as a fantastic year. So why was 2024 such a great year? Well, the main reason is that there were certain companies in a few industries that had spectacular returns. More precisely, companies in the technology sector, in the pharmaceutical sector, and in the energy sector. Here is an example of the top 10 in the Standard & Poor's 500. Number 1, Nvidia with gains of 138%. Number 2, Vistra Corporation. This is an energy company with gains of 216%. Number 3, Constellation Energy, another company in the energy sector with returns of 126%. Number 4, Eli Lilly, which is a pharmaceutical with returns of 95%. Number 6, Meta, which is Facebook, with returns of 70%. Number 7, Microsoft with returns of 65%. Number 8, Alphabet or Google with returns of 40%. Number 9, Amazon with returns of 38%. And number 10, Uber Technologies with returns of 35%. So these returns were fantastic. As you can see, if you were an investor in any of these companies, you should be celebrating right now. And what I have come to realize is that the United States is in a position globally where it's attracting the brightest individuals of all over the world to create new businesses here, and it's attracting investors from all over the world to reach the capital here. So there is this fantastic mix of investors and entrepreneurs getting together and creating these amazing companies that they wouldn't be able to create anywhere else in the world. Let's take, for example, Elon Musk. Okay, so Elon Musk, he was born in South Africa. He came here to Canada. He spent about 3 years in Canada. He went to school here, and then he went to the United States. Elon Musk, he could have created all these companies that he have created right here in Canada. But no, he didn't see the opportunities here. He saw those opportunities in the United States. And of course, we all know he created Tesla, he created SpaceX, now he bought Twitter. And anyways, he is number one entrepreneur in my conscious mind. And anyways, he came all the way from South Africa in a runaway way to come to the United States. And then if we think of other entrepreneurs, we can think of Sundar Pichai, which is the CEO of Alphabet or Google, and he came from India. We can also think of Satya Nadella, the CEO of Microsoft. He also came from India. We can think of Arvind Krishna, the CEO of IBM. He also came from India. I guess India has given us a lot of very smart people who have come to the United States in order to fulfill their full potential. India is a great market, but it doesn't have the risk-taking culture and the capital to create big businesses there in India. So all these creative, enthusiastic, powerful people, they come to the United States because this is the place where people can bring their dreams to their highest potential. On the other side of the coin, when investors are thinking about places where to allocate their money, well, they are also thinking of the United States. For example, a financial advisor right here in Canada will probably tell his client, oh, you shouldn't put all your money in Canada. Maybe you should diversify a little bit and put some money overseas. And when they say that, they really mean put some money in the United States. And the same thing happened when someone is having a conversation with a financial advisor in London, in Berlin, in Singapore, in Amsterdam, in Spain. All these people say, okay, don't put all your money in the domestic market, put some in the domestic market, but also put some in the biggest market of them all, which is the United States market. So all this money come here looking for investments. And of course, this is the same place where all the entrepreneurs come here with their big ideas and looking for capital. And this mix of people looking for investment and people looking for capital is what create the amazing alchemy of the great business that are being created in the United States. To give you an idea of the magnitude of the capital coming to the United States, just think about this. The United States population is only 4% of the global population, but the United States stock market handles 70% of the stock market equities in the world. So for example, Nvidia by itself, this one company is bigger than the whole German stock market, or Nvidia is bigger than the whole France stock market. So this gives you an idea of the magnitude of the stock market in the United States. And there are many other countries, for example, the London Stock Exchange. Many companies are closing their listings there to bring it to the United States. Why? Because the United States is the place where they find liquidity and where they find investors. And people from other countries, they like the transparency. You have a standardized accounting systems and a good legal system. When a person like me is looking for places to invest my money, well, I have Canada, my home country, but then Europe, for example, is so full of regulations that they stifle any creativity. So no entrepreneur is going to go to Europe to create a new business. And then the other place that I see as a potency, as a powerhouse, is China. But no one trusts China because China is run by the Chinese Communist Party, and you don't know when the Chinese Communist Party is going to say, oh, I don't like how this enterprise is running, let's just take it down. Like we have seen it over and over again with successful internet companies, that all of a sudden the Chinese Communist parties, they don't like what they're seeing and they shut it down, just like that. So I wouldn't risk any of my capital in the Chinese market, and in the European market is not even worth considering. Well, with this knowledge now that the United States is where capital and creativity mix, what are some sectors to take a look at during the year 2025? Well, one of the sectors that everyone is paying attention to is the sector of artificial intelligence. This is the sector with huge players such as Google and Microsoft and OpenAI and Nvidia are playing. So I think this is a trend that will continue through next year. People are going to create new companies because we still haven't found out all the capabilities of artificial intelligence. We are at the beginning discovery stage, so we don't know who are they going to be the winner or loser. I still going to put some of my money in the big technology companies such as Google and Microsoft and OpenAI and Nvidia, but okay, if we continue following that trend, these artificial intelligence companies, they need a lot of energy. So another sector to take a look at is the energy sector. Okay, so energy because of artificial intelligence, energy because of all the electric vehicles coming to market. I think by 2035 most of the vehicles in North America will be electric, and just to power all those vehicles we had to increase the capacity of electricity available right now. And then there is cryptocurrency that is becoming more and more popular, and to continue the mining and to continue this process of mining and having this interconnected of transferring crypto from one place to the other, that also requires a lot of energy. Well, another sector that I'm keeping an eye on is the pharmaceutical sector, and more precisely the companies that produce GLP-1, which are these weight loss companies. So there are a few of them, and I think this is a sector that people have a lot of interest in, because who wouldn't want to lose some weight? I mean, we eat so much garbage and we get fat, and we cannot control ourselves. So now we need the help of drugs in order to diminish our appetite and to help us lose weight. And finally, one last sector that I consider to be a gamble is the sector of quantum computing. I mean, Google just came out with their quantum computing computer, and it's just phenomenal. So this is a sector that, although it's not well developed, I think it's going to create a lot of interest, and who knows what may happen. So these are the 4 sectors that I think has some potential for next year, and then everything else is a surprise. So I would like to ask you, what do you think are some of the sectors that you think have the highest potential for 2025? Please let us know in the comments, and thank you so much for watching. Until soon. Peace.